Hey, I'm back.
Welcome
Markee,
back.
What?
with the clone making corporations,
Mm-hmm.
if you want to make a jump clones,
I have
if
one
you
on
can,
this character, but go ahead.
yeah, I mean, can't you join a corporation that is like, that has excellent standing, and you create the jump clones and leave again?
Absolutely.
Okay,
AirHogs,
okay, then
AirHogs can do that.
I think I have, and the character has no effect on the corporation standing what within the first 24 hours.
Something like that. I mean, I stayed in a while. So AirHogs has standings with a merchant group, and that's where I did two of mine. By the way, I'm floating out in space now, showing off my lovely pod, waiting for somebody to kill me. Oh, someone's attacking me. Who is that? Is that you?
Me?
Yeah,
No.
okay.
I would never do such a thing.
Of course you would, of course you would.
Okay, so sweet! I'm right back here at Do Dixie where I wanted to be. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so that worked. Thank you. That was a quick trip back inside.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Figured that out. I always thought you had to have clone services there, or in order to call it your home station to spawn there.
Yeah, it probably was before when you had to upgrade your clones, but with that out of the way, you can probably have home stations everywhere, and the medical stations are only needed for
Mm-hmm. So,
jump
so
clone purposes.
what I did with this character is I jumped into AirHogs. I left Faction Warfare, jumped into AirHogs, set my clone stuff, and then jumped back out and joined back up in here. So I can help you with the joining back into here if you jump out. I can't, however, help you with the AirHogs portion. It would be Rolas that would need to do that.
I mean, I'm in AirHogs. I'm in this. I'm in Red Hogs as well. So.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I don't think that would be
Well, it's just a matter of getting a hold of him to press the button. It's not that he wouldn't be okay with it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Sore. Are you in the Markee Dragon channel?
Yes.
Okay, check it out at the moment. Check what I said.
Yeah.
So, Max, we flipped over to the Galante side.
Oh.
While you were away, and so we're gonna be starting to do some. We're gonna be starting to do some the faction warfare stuff on the Galante side as well. So that's what we did.
Okay.
Getting things set up. Yes, and of course, Rolas logs in just in time for me to see me in a pod. Oh wow, yeah, ban that guy. Sheesh. Yeah. Wonder what the hell.
So are you in AirHogs right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah.
We have characters that are there, and so you can't just transfer your character from Roadhogs over to ISKhogs and such. It has to be a separate character.
Markee, check in Corp chat. Look what I got for my evil purposes.
Right. Yeah. Thanks. Have fun.
I'm gonna make a voodoo doll.
Got my frozen corpse. Okay, well, I am going to go out and test this ship real quick. Cajun Master, thank you. So, Iron Bank showed his balance today, and what was Iron Bank's balance? How many trillions? 1.2 trillion. Okay.
What is that in USD? Is like $5,000 or something? Probably more than that.
More than that. It is, let's see, 1 trillion, 200 billion. Let's see, is that right? Yeah, so, and then divided by 800 million. Let's see. So we can get what, 1,500?
Þetta ég bara var að sína hvað þetta væri.
So the value is about $26,000. So if a Plex is worth 800 million and a Plex costs 1750, so 1750 being the 2x Plex price, like what we sell for, you know, $34.99, and so divide that by 2. You don't base it off the single price because it's higher on that. Hey. So yeah, I'm gonna take this character out here and
some company.
Aren't you gonna try out the ship? Yeah, I mean, you need.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
You need someone to shoot.
I'm just gonna go shoot a rat.
Yourself.
No, I'm not gonna shoot myself.
I'm gonna try it on a ship. How the hell can I do damage to myself? Self-destruct. Haha! So smart. Yeah,
I'll come hunt rats with you. I wouldn't mind giving this a try. I've changed it up a little bit off of your fit that you have on that one, so... Yeah,
Violade. I went to Violade.
Okay.
Warp drive active.
Don't you just love locator agents?
What for? Who are you trying to locate?
What's his name? Markee, what's your name in game?
You're trying to locate me?
Yes.
Why?
Because you're Galente.
You gonna come and kill me?
Nah, of course not, of course not. No, I'm joking. But no, I was just joking.
Good. I was wondering. Yeah, so I'll just test this out, and then I can.
We're not in a fleet or anything, so I'm not sure where you're at.
Well, I'm not sure where I'm on the move. I don't have any at place except for the system at the moment. There we go. I'm in asteroid belt 5. Or, yeah, 5-5. And I'm just going to go kill a couple rats here and see how things look.
See how it does, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's my thought.
I'm thinking the ammo got on here is not going to be great because I do 80.9 DPS. I was looking at the ammo, but I'm not sure how to tell what does more damage and what doesn't.
What kind of guns?
The rail guns, I think they're 125s. Just tier tier 1s.
Yeah, it's really simple. You could see if you check the info on the ammo, you can see the more it increases the range, the less damage the ammo does. You can see I think it's also damage modifier, where you can see the multiplication on the base damage of the guns, if I'm not mistaken, and then the rule is that the longer the range, the less the damage. Antimatter is the most damage because it's the shortest range.
Hard to test my guns when people are shooting at the stuff I'm shooting at. Just saying.
I am shooting antimatter, I know that much.
Okay, is it Caldari Navy antimatter?
No, just the regular antimatter.
You'll get more out of Caldari Navy antimatter.
Yeah, that's
but
what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure because I'm on a Galanti ship whether I could fire Caldari or not.
Yeah,
Yes.
but the Caldari Navy antimatter is like, I think it's what, 10 or 20 times more expensive.
Well, there you go. I haven't got the money for that yet either, so I'll shoot with this stuff till then.
Yes.
Okay. I'm ready to go out and blow up, so I can form up a fleet if anybody wants.
What do you mean go out and blow up you?
Exactly that. I'm gonna go out and blow up.
Okay. Still looking for rats.
Right, I'm gonna do a little shopping. Browsers. This ship is called Kukurin Mark IV.
It's interesting how the miners get really nervous whenever I show up.
Yeah, that's because of high-sec mining gankers.
Warp drive active.
Sounded really weird for a second. I have dirty mind.
So for those in chat asking to fly with us, we're just kind of trying things out today. I think that tomorrow we'll get a nice sized fleet up, or we'll see. I just want to go out and get used to this this ship a little bit. Well, it looks like I'm going to save somebody here in a retriever.
What, are you saving someone?
Yeah, apparently. Oh, he killed him. Well, because I arrived here and he was, this retriever was, you know.
Did he kill the rat himself, or did you kill the rat?
I think so. I think he killed the rat.
Oh. When you're in a...
So I've got this guy in a retriever here. I wonder how he'll take to me bumping him.
Bump him. You need to go to range and then try to bump him at as much speed as you can. And try to bump him away from the belt as well.
Ooh, I bumped him good.
Away from the belt.
He's probably hollering at me. I do really like the oh, now this guy should really be afraid because you showed up in a catalyst, and if that doesn't scare the crap out of a miner, I don't know what does.
I just bumped him.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Yeah, I'm coming full speed. A whole 550.
I'm right here, right next to him, so.
Yeah, I think he put an asteroid in my way.
And I came in range a little bit too.
Oh, I flew right through it.
Yeah, because of your speed.
Huh. Alright, well, I'll quit being evil. Okay, well, I think I'm ready to go look at the faction stuff and see. I don't know. I'll go see if I can get a capture here. I'll bring up the faction warfare map, actually. Perfect.
He quit mining.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. He's probably freaked out. I would be.
I can't attack him anyways, can I?
Oh, sure you can. I mean, you get concorded, but...
Well, there you go. So, no, I wouldn't be attacking him anyway.
Welcome
it's
to the
catalyst
Dragons.
that they used to gank him in high sec.
Yes. Well, have you formed a fleet, or?
Yeah. You want me to? Let's see. Are you? Which is your character in here?
This one, the one that has your corpse.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. I'll tell you where we're going here.
Can you send the overview settings again? My overview settings are totally.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have the overview on this character.
Oh, my overview is totally screwed.
It's funny. I have it on mine. How do I send them to him?
Markee Dragon.
Have you edited it at all?
No, I haven't touched it. I put it in just like it was.
Touched in the Markee Dragon channel.
Yeah, you open up, you click in the overview, the 3 bars next to the word overview, and then go to settings, and then there's a button looking thing that says share. You drag that button into chat. My thought is that I'll actually get on to
Touch your destination in the fleet, please.
I did. You need me to put it in there again?
Yeah, no, it's okay. Found it.
Okay.
Whereabouts would the share button be?
Do this.
You drag the share
Be
button
right back.
into fleet chat. I am. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up another
Warp drive active.
another character that has all of this stuff set up. Of course. Max, why are you trolling me?
It has to be the exact number.
Oh. Hey.
It looks better that way.
Okay. I'm gonna die today. It's gonna mess it up. It's gonna really wreak havoc with your OCD on that.
No.
Yeah.
It cannot.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up another client here, and I'm gonna I'll share out the overview. I'm just gonna not that I don't trust Masca on that. It's just that I know that.
Sorry, I had to jump up real quick.
I just know that the other one that I have here is as pure as I can get, and is because I always have this problem of there's always issues with overviews and sharing them and stuff, and I'm just gonna grab this one. So I'm going to hide my screen here for just a second, and then I'll share it out with all of you. This will be the third client at the same time running triple monitor on my system simultaneously. I don't know how to get into my overview settings from in dock.
I set mine up on a hotkey. Go ahead and get into the shortcuts, and then I assigned Alt O, and that's how I did it.
Docking permission requested.
Hopefully I get back in before they start shooting me.
Accepted.
There, I made it. Okay. Load this overview. Yes. Now open overview settings. And it is in Corp. I'm gonna load it up on my other one here too. Excellent. I've got it everywhere. Okay, I'll continue heading on out.
Warp drive active.
My cat's over here all freaked out looking at the door. I think she saw something under the door.
Warp drive active.
I forgot something. I'll be right back.
Did anybody notice I was gone?
I'm in that link that you what? I'm in that link that you dropped.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to go to work to you, and it says you're not in the same location.
The link that I dropped on like the destination of where we're going?
Yeah. In the
Yeah,
fleet.
I stopped to do all the overview stuff and share that out with everyone. I didn't
So
do
you're
that
not
while I
even
was
here
flying.
yet?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well then I'll just go make some safe spots then.
Yeah.
Fortunately, all I can run on this thing is an afterburner. I can't do the warp drive because I don't have the training for it.
Yeah, that's all I'm running to is an afterburner.
So it's going to take me a bit to get away out ways from everything to do anything.
Then you're not doing it right. Or there's a better way to do it, let me say. The better way to do it is that you right-click in space, you go to like planets, and then you go to warp to within 100k of one of the planets. When you're halfway there,
Warp drive active.
then you hit your add location button and save right away, and it will save it while you're in space out in the middle of nowhere. And that way, you can have it out in the middle of nowhere, you know, a couple of AU out from anything. If you're warping to something and it's really short amount, that it's not very far away, then that's really hard to do. But otherwise, do that. And I always make two. I'll do it between, you know, a couple of different planets or whatever.
Warp
And
drive active.
so, and then if you are scanning at like, you know, 1 million kilometers within, you know, within whenever you go back to a safe spot, then you probably want to delete that one and make a new one, because you don't want to be near any gates or any player-made structures or anything, because you'll get noticed.
Warp drive active.
Is there anybody else that needs invite into the fleet? Everybody's still working things up. I am in the system. I had to make some safes.
Warp drive active.
You could always call Acme Safe Company.
Right. They'll build me one. That's a pretty big system. Roll as you hear music. You want to hear more music? Let's see what do we got. Let's get some good outer space going on here. This is my outer space mix.
Okay, I got 2 safe spots set.
Okay, so do I. This system has a huge number of people in it. Oh my goodness.
Yes, Blinky, Anti-Faction, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's
Yeah,
43
but-
people in here.
Yes, we have 1 opposing faction. Then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pirates.
Hey,
So I wonder if this dude here is defense plexing.
ooh.
I wonder. Let's see now. Here is this. We can track him by using our directional scanner. Try to scan him out. 15 degrees, 14 AU. Nope, not
Warp
here.
drive active.
In let's see, the range of this one is 4 AU. Let's take it down to 5 AU.
Holy cow. I just landed with a huge gank fleet, huge pirate fleet.
Let me guess, you jumped to the small outpost.
Yep.
Yeah, I could have told you that
Warp
there are
drive
Griffin with warriors there, Tristan, Cormorant, Griffin, Castrol, Imperial Navy Slicer, Breacher, Condor, and Thrasher.
Basically, it's too much there.
Yeah, I mean, I could have just told you right away not to jump there.
Yeah.
So, you can use your directional scanner to find all these things out. Just point your ship there, put it at 5-degree angle, put the circa the distance,
I'm gonna find a different place.
and scan. So,
Warp drive active.
So roll as if you're watching. We got another war deck.
yeah, thanks, rollers.
Yeah, Iscog's got war decked this morning.
So you finding another location, did you say, Markee?
Yeah, I'm going out and checking
Okay.
out another system.
Okay.
You know,
I'll just link it when you're figured out.
well, I'm just exploring, looking at things, and
Markee, in which one of these overviews can you see scanning probes? In which
well,
of these?
in Rex you can see everything.
Rex, I can see everything. So,
Yes.
by using the directional scanner at 360 maximum range, I should be able to see scanning probes on that one. And
Yeah, I'm not very good with that stuff, so, but yes, I think so.
I think I need to readjust one of these for those scanning probes.
Yeah, you can readjust those to fit your needs. Like I added,
Yeah.
On the green one, I did add probes on there, active probes.
Yeah, those are the scanning probes, you know, like combat scanning probes and those.
Yeah, I mean I added them so that they're right next to you, you see them. But other than that,
I mean, you use overview setting with your directional scanner, so you can filter out what you see on your directional scanner. Use overview preset, active overview filter.
It's called all. The one called all.
so Rolla's.
So they were deck
Oh yeah, hey
is
Rolla's.
cogs. And you
Yes.
wanna say that it's me they're after?
No, we are blaming you for it. Not
Of
that
course.
We're just blaming you for it.
No, they're just wanting to inflict pain on Hogs Collective.
Are you the-
AKA Rollers.
Are you the pimple that's sticking out that they can poke at?
I guess so.
They found our weakness?
I don't know, you know, but anyway,
I think it's
you know, well, isn't this part of all the? This is part of the war decks going out that are coming back, right? Isn't that what we talked about yesterday?
I don't know, maybe if maybe that's how they found us, but they're chasing you, dude.
Hey,
and they're chasing Marcus because of you, definitely.
Okay,
agree.
I'll take it. take it.
Everything's always Rolas's fault.
All roads lead to Rolas.
Exactly.
All roads of blame lead to Rolas.
Yeah, so
Yes,
stop
exactly.
polluting the ocean.
Oh, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. Blow this puppy up. No, don't jump. Dang it, there was a frickin' industrial ship right here. I jumped through. I couldn't stop it in time.
Definitely not a bait.
Yeah, maybe it was, but
Or maybe it just would have.
Or maybe it was just AFK.
Was it a Nereus or something else?
it was a Galante industrial.
Nereus?
Like a Viator.
Hmm.
It was just sitting, floating like they had disconnected at the gate.
Oh, dude, go back.
Or Nereus.
It's a 200 mil kill.
Nope, that was
Not
a
a
Nereus.
Nereus.
It was a Nereus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's bait.
Oh, that's bait? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because he just came through the gate here.
Warp drive active.
So.
Maybe it's gonna try and kill you, Markee.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people trying to kill me. It's okay, though. I'm used to it.
Yeah, Markee has even been killed once on this character today.
Well, that was you, Thor.
Yeah, now I have your corpse.
What?
Thor killed me. Man, it was so unprovoked, too.
Blame Roland for that.
Yeah.
Buy Marcus's,
Roland, why did you get him to kill me?
It's my fault again. I'm leaving now.
No, don't. I beg of you, don't leave. It's too much fun.
I'm screwed.
Warp drive active.
They're gonna get me. No! Yep, they got me. Holy cow. There's so many of them. Oh my goodness. 3 seconds and I was in my pod.
Oh, they
Gate
are.
bad,
They
or
are.
what?
From what I saw, they are insta lockers.
Yeah.
The thing you saw between two of the ships.
That was 6 seconds, sir.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your
Well,
name?
the
That was
time
Markee
dilation
time dilation.
difference was because of Rolas.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go get some coffee.
Yeah.
Bail out.
Okay.
Don't bail on us, Rolas.
Okay, I gotta buy some ships. I gotta buy a ship.
Oh, don't you have like 500 or something?
I do, but they're not here. So, let me see what I got for fits for,
Markee,
frigates.
Markee, this is a really good ship for PvPing, by the way. I'm gonna link it in the Markee Dragon channel, okay?
Okay.
It's a really good ship. It's only 7.5 billion or so.
Right. Yes, well, so I don't own one of these, but I own its counterpart, the Obelisk.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Yes, I can tell you that its whole PvP ability is really to just get in the way of two things shooting at each other. It doesn't really have any other good PvP abilities. So,
True.
yeah, it's like flying a barn. So, look at that. I could fly it in 8 days with this character. How about that? In Faction Warfare. Really? I could fly that in 8 days? Holy cow.
I can fly it right now.
Oh, no, wait. I can't fly it in 8 days. That's Mastery 1 in 8 days. No, 86 days to fly it. Okay. Yeah. I was like, when did I learn all them jump drive skills and everything? So, let's see here. Rifter. I only have one Rifter fit. I have all these Rifters and I only have one Rifter fit, and I'm not even skilled enough to fly this fit. I don't get it.
That's a shock.
Yeah. I blame Rolas. He's probably still listening. Going, what the hell's up with these guys today? Let's see if there's any Corp fittings. There is. There's 3. 2 Tristans and a Navy Comet.
Be
We don't
right
use the
back.
Corp fittings very much. So... that's a pretty nice fit on the Republican Fleet Firetail, which I can fly. I'm not sure if I want to take that much money out with me today, though. Until I start making money, I want to be cheap.
Big F fun. Why don't you fly some pirate ship?
Some pirate ship? You mean my Rifter isn't pirate enough for you?
We want to get more bounty. How come you don't fly expensive ship?
Right. Because... yeah, I was going to make fun of you, but I decided not to.
It's my fault.
So... I think that I'm going to make up a Rifter here.
Is it my fault that I'm going to win this prize today?
That'll definitely be your fault, and everybody will blame you for it being rigged.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Roll us.
Nobody said anything about the last 10 drawings. I have not won, though.
Right. Those don't matter.
I know.
Wait a second. Why are these Rifters so darn mental on their prices? Okay.
Because they want to get drunk players?
Yeah, I
Give
was
them
just
Eask.
I was just looking at at some weird order in which it was looking at them, and like the first one was kind of an okay price, and then after that they were like mental.
Oh, you're sorting not by price.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you reset something?
I have not played this character really. I think I took this character out once or twice to just test some things out, but I have not fought this character at all since I bought it. So,
Oh, this is your new one.
well, this is my Minmatar one that I bought 4 or 5 months ago, and that it's just been sitting training. So, I've been training for Rifter and Thrasher.
Wait a minute. You bought it
Mm-hmm.
with millions of skill points, and you had to train for Rifter and Thrasher.
Yeah, because it had only base skills, so it's like 5 in all of the core skills, and so it had I don't know, had 6 million in just core skills, and then
What you're saying is you bought a minor, and it's Rola's fault.
no. This
Base
didn't.
skills,
This
the capacitor skill, power grid skill, CPU skills, no combat skills,
None
industrial
whatsoever.
skills, just the core. Yes.
No ship
so
skills.
You buy the skills, so you don't need to take the core. You can just take it the combat way or industrial way you
It's
want.
called tabula rasa.
Yes.
My humor was totally lost there.
Basically, it's your fault.
Yep.
Hieroglyphics says, "Oh my God, do something." So that must be Rolas' fault. So Hieroglyphics, we are theory crafting. We're putting together new ships. These are brand new characters we haven't flown in faction warfare yet. So chill. Love you,
If
buddy.
you can't chill, the door's over that way.
So I'm gonna buy a couple.
Obviously, he's not here for your conversation, sir.
Right, he is here to
can
see
still
me
hear
blow
me on
up.
the screen.
Wait, didn't you see me blow up 3 minutes ago? Was that not something?
Squirrel.
Mine. Yes. Okay. So, okay, buying some ships here. And then I'm gonna have to get somebody to transport this
Got my
stuff.
personal taxes done last night. Yes.
Damn.
The taxes.
I have corporate taxes to finish.
I mean, why don't you just, sell drugs or something when you don't need to file any taxes?
Those poor drugs.
Or deal in stolen car parts and stuff like
Because I like my freedom too much.
that. You only get caught if you're a lousy criminal.
I'm addicted to freedom. What can I say?
Well, you can't say you're addicted to drugs, that's what you can say.
I killed the quality of the stream.
I knew those hiccups in the stream were your fault. No.
This roll is bad.
This is roast Trolla's day.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not the one with the squeaky chair here. Come on, guys.
Who has a squeaky chair?
No? It's just Uranus. It's just in your ears.
Thanks.
Blame
My
it on
fault
them.
again.
Yeah, if you say so. I'm getting chased up by opposing faction. Well, they can just go and
To another system.
no, they can have intercourse with themselves. See?
Okay.
I'm trying to say it in a subtle way.
Right. We noticed.
This doesn't look good. Like 15,000 flashing reds in this system. Yeah, let's not stop here.
So, what do you guys think of a gun rocket fit on a Rifter?
Don't mix your weapons.
Well, it's not mixing because I can only fit 3 guns, and I still have a spot left over where I can put in a rocket.
Do you have the power grid to put in 3 guns, rocket launcher, and all the other mods you need? Put
I
on
don't
the
know.
guns. Put
I
on the
don't
guns. Fit the ship. If you have room, put on the launchers.
Yeah. Or I could put in a newt there or something.
Yes.
I don't know. I only have this one fit for Rifter, and so
I think there is only one fit for a Rifter.
oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
And
Rollus's fault.
and then this armor repair. Looks like I don't have the ability to do it. Let's see. 6 minutes of training to use the armor repairer. Guess so. Let's buy that skill. Wow, they want 19,000 for it. Okay. Wow, they're getting so much extra money here. Paid 147% of normal. Okay, let's see what skills we're training here. Now everybody's really getting behind this thing about it being Rollis' fault.
Yes, we can't make him cry. Then he's gonna leave and kick us from his corporations and war deck us and all that stuff.
Right. He'll war deck us.
So
Yeah.
now it's Pat the Roller's time.
Isn't that like passive aggressive type thing?
There's no. Now everybody in chat should Pat Rollers.
Pat Rollus. Hashtag Pat Rollus.
Okay. So I've never really used repair systems before, but this calls for a repair system, so I'll try it.
Yeah, the only difference between the armor repairer and shield booster is that you get the armor at the end of the cycle on armor wrap, but on the beginning of the cycle of shield booster. So if you are just about to die, you have to. There is a like a 2 or 3 second delay depending on the wrap from when you click it until you get the hit points back.
Oh no, Rollers left.
Oh, he did. He couldn't take it anymore.
Poor Rollers.
Well, I found another system which has 57 people in it and tons of blinking reds. I don't think that's a good place to be.
I like the police comment. It's a fun little shit.
Welcome back, Rollers.
Oh, Rollers is back?
Yeah, hello Rollers, welcome.
I think his mic is like weird out or something.
He's verklempt.
Sorry, what?
He's verklempt.
What is that?
It's like being so choked up or emotional that you can't speak.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I was actually...
Bastards, you've ruined
Women
the
usually
Rollers.
use that term, saying that they're verklempt. I've never heard a guy say it.
I just did.
Oh.
He's called Marcus.
What?
You just said it yourself.
Well. Okay. So. I guess I'm just gonna buy this whole fit and then put it up here and see what's what. Although it says, let's see, the armor repair, the rocket. I'm gonna leave the rocket off for the moment. I don't even have any rocket skills apparently. Which... It's really great. You know, this character here, I bought it and it had all the basics done. And so, you know, all of the, you know, capacitor systems, CPU electronics, energy upgrades, power grid management, weapon upgrades. Actually, not weapon upgrades. And then like spaceship command and stuff like that, they were all done up. And that's why this character was built, so there could be anything, whether it be a miner or a you know, fighter or whatever, manufacturing.
Marcus,
Yes.
how much did he cost, the character?
So I got really I got a personal friend discount, you could say. I bought 2 characters. One had 6 million skill points, the other one had 7, I believe. And I got it for 2 billion. And that is very, very cheap because it should have gone for more than that. I think typically in Rolas, if he can get his mic working, he knows more about this stuff. But I think if you like a character with 10 million skill points being at a price of 5 billion or 2.5 billion, I don't even remember. So
Okay.
but I got it severely underpriced. It was just a very friendly discount from one of the guys I play with sometimes. So
Lucky you.
yeah.
Check, check.
There we go.
Works.
Oh.
Wow, I've never seen that happen. I had all the lights on my keyboard working, but the keys stopped working.
The
I had
lights
to
were on and
unplug it,
nobody
plug it
was
back
home.
in. Yeah.
Wow, you encountered that a lot?
No, I actually don't.
Don't spit up your
Except
coffee
in the
laughing.
Hogs collective team speak.
Oh!
Skill training completed.
Ha.
Yep.
Ah.
Yeah.
So I was saying, before my mic went out, we need a new sound for your stream.
What kind of sound? Something other than ships blowing up?
When something screws up, it needs to have a screeching chair.
Oh,
Thor's screeching chair.
I was gonna go out and get something to oil it today, but then I would have had to stand up.
Hail
from
to the
computer.
Dragon King, baby.
I was just too lazy.
Too lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet you've never heard that one before.
Not once.
okay. Well,
Yeah, because that's totally normal.
Wow,
Okay.
80 million for 12 bill is a steal.
yeah, we were talking about what is the amount per billion? So, per million skill points, what amount of ISK should you be paying for it to be considered a good deal?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm an instant buy if it's 300 ISK per skill point. I don't care what it is.
300 ISK per skill point.
Yep.
Skill point. A single skill point.
Yes, well, it's worth 300 ISK. That's a really good price.
So, so like I got these, which were, let's just say, combined total of 14 million skill points. So 14 million, so times 300, 4.2 billion ISK for 14 million skill points. I got this for 2 billion. So basically
Half
I paid
price.
150 ISK per, but that was from Sirion. So, you know, it was just
Yeah, he just had you pay. He just had you pay for the
transfer
Plex.
fee. Yeah. I handed him 2 billion, and I think he paid the $20 instead of turning in 2 plex. And so you know
That technically is the cheapest way to buy ISK. Period.
Well,
To not use 2plex and to pay the $20.
yes, it is. So, yeah. Anyway, okay. So 300 ISK per skill point. I'm gonna write that down because you know I'm always looking. I'm always keeping my eyes open.
So for my 135 million skill per character, the cheapest I would sell it for is a little over 40 billion. Then because of rarity of this high skill point characters, I would sell it for 500 ISK per skill point, or 400 at least.
Hey, wrote myself a note. But then you also have to factor in the transfer fees. And so at 300 ISK per skill point, is that including with them paying the transfer? Or do you include another, 2 billion on top of that, or 1.6 or whatever for the 2 plex?
No, that's why really low characters. That's why people just usually sell them for 2 bills, just to get so they can get rid of it and not lose money.
Right. So this character that I have here at 10 million skill points, basically I'd be selling for 3 billion, and you'd buy.
But I'd buy for 3 billion, but you'd spend 2 plex to get him.
Right.
Off your
or $20.
account. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I'd spend the $20, but still, there's a lot of time invested in this character and everything, and the monthly and stuff. Which, by the way, I used a trial account, and then I used another account that was a 60-day new account So that gave me 3 months right off the bat, and then I subbed for a year at a special price right off the bat, and so I've got basically a year and 3 months for $100. And I just moved
The
this
most
character
common
to here.
calculation for valuation is on the Sidekick program. You pay for 3 months, you get 3 months free, so it's a 6-month purchase for 3 months.
Okay.
And then add skill books and any implants you have on them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the base minimum value of a character.
Interesting.
Which changes with Plex price, of course.
Yeah.
But if you're selling a character that's like on the 120 to 130 million skill points plus, you can also smear on more on top because they don't come in that often.
Yeah, if you get a really cool name, if your name is in the middle of the alphabet, you can add more to it. People will pay more. If it's highly focused. Yeah.
If your name is in the middle of the alphabet, what does that mean?
Means that if you're in a fleet fight and the overview setting is alphabetically, you're not going to be the first one or the last to attack. You're in the center, so no matter how they have the names arranged, you're always in the center.
No one ever says sort by alphabet and then start at M.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Right. Huh. That's interesting.
So Marcus, when you're gonna buy your 140 million skill points, you're probably gonna have to dish out 60 billion or something.
Right.
Unless it has a really stupid name and is poorly focused and.
Well, no, I don't want poorly focused. It has to be. It's pure PvP. You know, I want. It can have more than 150 million skill points on it, but I want at least 125 million in PvP. So I'm not going to look at anything less than that. And so I'll just consider everything else as bonus and not being really part of what I'm buying. If it has more and I get it for a price that's fair for 125 million worth of PvP, I'm fine with that. So.
Why do you want 120 in PvP? That's really overkill.
It's a new main.
That is what I want. I want overkill.
Okay. But it's overkill in every single weapon type and every single shipment.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to just kill everybody. I mean, I'm going to die a lot too, but I'm going to go out and kill everybody. All of you all. Yeah. So.
My name is Tony Montana.
My name is Markee Dragon. I have come to
Nobody.
exit you from your ship.
So you would want something combat focused like this? I linked in chat.
Oh, we're looking at you now?
Yeah, this is my main, the one that's in AirHogs.
My name is Max Cargo. I have come to take all your ISK and cargo.
So
if you want to make the most ISK in the game, absolutely positively, the fastest way to accumulate ISK in EVE.
We're all listening. Is to scam in Jita?
Yes, I guarantee.
Nope. Well, other than like starting a gambling site.
Yeah. I mean, that's the next thing to Jita.
That's the first thing. No. The very next thing is character trading.
I could see that. And I may get into that. I could totally do that. I'd be totally like, oh, hey, somebody's watching the show. Well, browse through my inventory.
I have characters to sell, and then you can post them on your Markee Dragon site.
Right.
And then CCP will be all pissed off.
No. They won't be. I'll do it totally within. It'll all be for ISK, so that I can have total ISK domination.
No. They will still say that you're gambling, real money trading, and then they'll ban you.
No.
And you will be never be allowed to step a foot in Iceland again.
No. I talked
did
with
you
CCP
guys
the other
see-
day about buying another character and everything, about just trying to make the best decisions, and they advised me on what I should do.
Did you guys see the new airline called WOW that's flying to Iceland?
Apparently he has.
Wow.
You don't like it, Thor?
Nah, I mean it's a ship. I don't want to fly with these low fare, bad seats. Have to pay for hand luggage.
It's
No,
$99.
$99 to
Yeah,
Iceland?
and if you add another leg, you can fly to London for an additional 80.
What?
That's
So
the
so for
infidels.
under 200 I can fly from the US to Iceland to London?
Yes. Starting May something.
Wow. That's pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My wife says, I said, what's the airline? She says, it's WOW. And she's reading the prices, and every time she says something, she says, wow, wow, wow. She doesn't even realize she's saying it.
Yeah,
Hey,
I don't know
Roland.
how that works.
Roland,
Yeah,
we're going to
it's
eat
one way.
first.
You can't get the return flight except for $1,000.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, it's better to buy it that way than to buy like $750 both ways. I need to pay $1,500. I mean, if you can do it for $1,100 or something.
So here's Washington D.C. to Iceland for $208. Boston to Iceland for $206. Not quite as cheap.
When is the airline? Where's the hun? When's the $99 fare start? It was May something.
Yeah, that might be
8th.
introductory, just to get them up and going.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, now
Roland.
this is interesting. Going to Copenhagen via Reykjavik from Washington D.C. $183.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Roland.
incredible.
Roland,
Yes.
are you going to FanFest this year?
I'm not.
May I ask why not?
I'm not going until I'm elected CSM.
Oh, are you actually working on that? Because you never
And
told
I'm
me
not
that.
ever going to run for office.
Markee, why don't you run for CSM?
I'd vote for you, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm
me
sure
too.
I'd get a lot of votes, but
Yes.
I don't know that I have the actual time commitment that would be required of that.
Yeah, I don't either.
So
Excuses.
I mean, I know I
Self-touch
play a
stuff.
lot of Eve, but I want, a lot of my playing is here online with everybody.
You'd
and
have to
do-
quit playing to be the guy.
Yeah, no, nope. I
I know.
enjoy playing too much, and I don't know how it would further any of my business plan. So this right here is directly related, because we're playing the product we sell, and we say, hey, everybody who's watching, if you need game time, come to us, Plex, yes, and it works.
Sponsored by eBet.
But yeah, into the politics realm. Oh man! And then let's get everybody polarized against Markee Dragon one way or another. That sounds really great.
I mean, you could. You're not in the politics necessarily. You could, represent the streamers for the game.
I already do that.
Stuff like So you
Yeah,
could
he does.
represent that group and not represent it on your stream, but represent it on.
I've
on the
I've
CSM.
well, I haven't been doing it with CSM, but I've been doing it with CCP, and so I have already been doing that behind the scenes. I just really haven't talked about it at all, and we're gonna see some good things come from that. But
Yeah, but I mean, they don't have to listen to you unless you are on the CSM.
well, they don't have. I mean,
They don't have to listen to CSM.
yeah,
No,
and
I'm just.
That's been proven.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's not a matter of whether or not they have to listen to me. I mean, if they don't want to listen, that's fine. I'll just move on to other things that I want to put energy on. So, and I don't get all bent out of shape if I have something that I think is a great idea and nobody listens. I'm just like, okay, move on to the next one. There's plenty more where that came from. So, okay. Let me continue on with my do something. I'm going to buy stuff now. Yes, that's going to be doing something.
You know what? I just realized what the biggest attraction is on your stream, dude.
What?
You're who's the tall guy on radio?
No, I am not
Yes.
Howard Stern.
You're Howard Stern. This is just a talk show. It's not.
It is a talk show. I don't know if any of you know it. This is a talk show. And when it's just me talking, it's commentary. Yeah, you're spot on that. That's why I've been thinking about it the whole time anyway.
You're Stern, dude.
No.
Yes. Oh God, what does that make me?
That makes you the black chick that hangs out with him all the time and talks on the air.
No.
I don't even know what their names are.
Oh God.
I mean, I am familiar with who Howard Stern is. I've never listened to one of his programs in entirety. I have seen him on America's Got Talent, and everything is his all of a sudden when he joined America's Got Talent, and it's all me, him. And he is so focused on himself, it's sickening. And he's narcissistic. That's what he is. I mean, everybody needs a little bit of narcissism, especially people who get up and perform in front of everybody, but you can go way overboard on that. And so it really makes me cringe, a lot of the stuff he says. But that being said, that factor of what makes me cringe with some of the things he says is exactly why people watch him. Because they're impressed by how ballsy he is, or they are so unimpressed by these things that he says and they're upset with him that they just got to listen more so they can be mad at him more because they can't believe what's coming out of his mouth.
Yeah, didn't they make a movie about him?
Well, he made a movie about him.
Yeah, well, I mean, when it was starting, I mean, no matter if he made it or not, because he got the listening from people that like listening to him, and also, as you said, from people who hated listeing to him and
That's right.
Shock jock.
Yes,
That's what
he's a shock jock.
Yeah, and they were all listening because of what he would say next.
Right. And so,
I
yes, I am
didn't
Howard
mean
Stern
that
in
you're-
disguise. I just took all the
I
hair off the
didn't
top of
mean-
my head and put it on my chin.
I didn't mean that you're narcissistic. I meant the show kind of
Right.
flows like his show. That's what I
Oh,
meant.
yeah. Okay, well, I just need some hot chicks, some Playboy bunnies to get on the air
stars.
here. And
Give me a rose.
Buck Angel.
yeah, you guys are the Playboy bunnies, you and Rollas?
Maybe I should have said you're like Click and Clack.
Or Calvin and Hobbes?
Do you know who Click and Clack is?
I have no idea.
What the hell is that?
It's that radio show with the two guys that help people with their car problems.
Oh, and one of them died.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, one of them died.
It's on like Saturdays, right?
Yeah, it was. It was like that
awesome,
car
'cause
show.
They'd get on there and they'd say, "Make the sound. What does the sound sound like?" And they always have somebody get on there and make some car sound.
Yeah,
I thought first you said that it was awesome that he died.
The Raven says I need a midget. They always bring viewers.
In a bikini.
Here, let me get one of the
That's,
kids in here. Oh, wear a bikini? No.
Midget in a bikini.
No.
Children don't count. You need
No.
a real midget.
Oh, a real
I'd
midget.
tune in for that one.
How did we get here?
Maybe you can rent the... How
All
tall are you?
Rolez's fault.
It is.
How tall?
See it all. Your viewership went downhill as soon as I showed up.
Although I will give you a compliment. The other day when you were here and I was asking you some questions and you were talking and everything, and then you left, you had to go do something, and somebody in chat said, "Holy cow, that guy really knows his stuff." And then several other people agreed. and I thought that was pretty cool. So there was that.
I have them all fooled.
Yes. The rest of the time it is your fault, even though you know a lot.
Rollers, how long does a character entering the corp affect the corporation's standing?
7 days.
So I have a corp that I made which has a supremely good standing with a lot of corporations. So let me check.
Yeah, the only way that the corp holds on to the standings is if the corp is created with that character. And then no one else comes in with lower standings. And interesting enough, you actually can see the standings showing up before the 7 days take effect.
Really?
1 day. It's like 1 day advance. So it's technically like 8 days. You see it on the 7th day in the composition window.
And then the corporation rested?
Doesn't... Excuse me?
And then the corporation rested?
Yeah, so you can, if you're watching it every day, you can see if somebody actually is going to affect the standings of the core.
It was a really bad
Jesus
before
joke.
it
actually does something. I didn't get it.
Right, Anyway, never mind. It's okay. Only us Catholics would get it.
Arrested.
So Rollers, if I have a corporation that was funded for me for Empire Standing, when you had to have Empire Standing to be able to raise passes in Empire, and the character that funded the corporation, he just funded it, and I came in with my pause alt, which has no standing at all with no one.
Right.
So if I join with, for example, this character to be able to make jump clones, does that immediately affect the standing of the corporation?
No, it takes. It'll take 8 days for it to actually hit, and will leave when you leave.
Okay. So then I should be able to join my own corporation with this character, put up jump clones or something, and leave again the same day or the day after without ever damaging my corporation.
Yes. Yes.
That's pretty neat.
So if you create the core with that high standing character, then it can be a jump clone core.
Yeah. But it's not created with that character. It was created for me, then that guy left the corp.
So you'll hold those standings as long as you don't keep another character with a lower standing in there for more than 7 days.
Okay.
And then there was silence.
Cricket, cricket, cricket.
Yes. It's the pregnant pause. So I'm just about done buying all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm just about finishing to capture a novice outpost.
So, Rolas, we decided for the Galante side of the militia that we're basing out of Dodixie.
Oh, okay.
And then we got war attacked.
Yeah, there is that.
Just as we were talking about it on stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Dodixie is 4 jumps from one side of the fight and 6 jumps from the other. So that's kind of our thought.
Oh, that's pretty good then.
Yeah, we may have a forward base or something on one side, but this way we can go to either side of the war. Yes, it really makes sense to be here, because we can go fight with the Amar Minmatar side, or we can fight with the Galante Caldari side of the war.
The challenge is if either of the opposing sides wants to just fly in with the group and camp a station, they're going to camp that station. And so the undock is going to be bad. You'll need to insta.
Yes.
You'll need an insta
yes. And
every time you leave.
That's in fact one of the things that I was going to set up today with this character is an insta, because that will be an issue. So, and to get off grid, what do you got to go 2,000 out or something?
I mean, but what are 2,000 out? Yeah, you need to get outside out of the grid. And
An unstretched grid is 450, but you can stretch a grid indefinitely.
Yeah, I mean at the distance that you disappear from overview.
Right.
Yeah, but you can stretch that grid. So if I were looking to find your Insta, I would stretch the grid out on the undock, and I would stretch it every 300 kilometers out for 20,000 kilometers so that I could pinpoint exactly where you land. I'll get distance and trajectory, and then I'll get out there and sit there with a cloaked ship and wait for you.
Awesome. I'll make 2.
So I have one off Jita that's over 20,000 K.
Yeah, but I mean the likelihood of Kaldari faction camping Dixie without the
Wouldn't that be
opposing
awesome?
military attacking them are really little.
Wouldn't that be really awesome to schedule like a giant militia fight right here at Dodixie?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fun? Can you imagine all the carnage?
Yeah, because it would be also the guys on the other side would know, no matter on which side we were, if we were attacking it or trying to defend it. So
Then bring all the newbies in with salvagers.
yes. No, you put up this salvage thingy that you use in missions.
Oh, that, yeah, but it won't suck a yellow wreck.
Oh man, that's stupid, but kind of understandable. Let me see how much did I get for this. Yeah, the alliance that attacked us, wartook us, is public enemy. I mean, and I think it's got around or under 100 tunes in it. Don't know how many players. There's only like one corp that has 53 members, then the other one are all around and under 10 members.
Yeah, I think they think Markee's pod has special goo in it.
Yes.
It does. Don't let the special goo out. Goodness.
Keep the goo in.
Right.
No wheezing on the juice.
Did you ever hear about the woman who was a it was so funny, this news article that came out about this, because this woman is in a grocery store parking lot and she gets shot in the back of her head. And she, as soon as she gets hit in the back of the head, she holds her hand there and she feels her brains on the back of her head.
Oh God.
And so she somehow finds the strength to grab her cell phone and to call 911 and call for help, saying, I've been shot in the back of the head. And so 911 arrives, emergency arrives and everything, and they go and they look at her, and all she has is this brown stuff on the back of her head. And they're like, they can't find any problem with her. What happened was she was out grocery shopping, and she was going to multiple stores, and she had that poppin' fresh dough in the can, whatnot, from a previous store. It got too hot in the car. She got into the car, it exploded, and the dough hit her in the back of the head. And so it hit her in the back of the head, and then she grabs her hand back there and feels what she feels like is brains coming out, and it's all warm and everything. And so she calls 911.
I'm holding my brains in.
Yes. That's exactly what that reminded me of. Okay, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. So dumb things people do.
Did you hear the hillbilly story? This is a true story about the guy that got shot in the balls with a 22.
No.
You haven't heard this?
No.
I heard that one.
I have to find it. I'm gonna link it because I can't tell. It's too long to tell, but it is absolutely hilarious. Hang on.
I mean, I can also tell you, there were once two hillbillies out in the woods shooting, and one accidentally shot the other one. No, I don't remember what it was totally, completely.
Man, nanite paste is really expensive at Dodixie. I don't remember it being this expensive. $20,000 each? It seems to me I bought them for like $2,000 each in Jita the other day. I'm gonna go look. Okay. So, nanite repair paste. Nobody sells it. What? Is that not what it's called? Nanite repair paste. Okay.
Skill training completed.
Is the Eve API down? Might be.
Oh, it's not that long. I remember it being longer. I'll read it.
Yeah, you gotta
Two
hold that
local
thought.
men
Hold,
were
hold,
in-
hold that thought for just 1 second. I'll be right back.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Okay. Sorry, I had something really important I had to do. You may continue.
Two local men were injured when their pickup truck left the road and struck a tree near Cotton Patch on State Highway 38 early Monday. Woodruff County Deputy Dover Schneider reported the accident shortly after midnight Monday. Thurston Poole, 33, of D'Arc, and Billy Ray Wallace, 38, of Little Rock, were returning to D'Arc after a frog gigging trip. On an overcast Sunday night, Poole's pickup truck headlights malfunctioned. The two men concluded that the headlight fuse on the older model truck had burnt out. As a replacement fuse was not available, Wallace noticed that the .22 caliber bullets from his pistol fit perfectly into the fuse box next to the steering wheel column. Upon inserting the bullet, the headlights again began to operate properly, and the two men proceeded eastbound towards the White River Bridge. After traveling approximately 20 miles and just before crossing the river, the bullet apparently overheated, discharged, and struck Poole in the testicles. The vehicle swerved sharply right, exiting the pavement and striking a tree. Poole suffered only minor cuts and abrasions from the accident, but will require extensive surgery to repair the damage to his to his testicles, which will never operate as intended. Wallace sustained a broken clavicle and was treated and released. Thank God we weren't on the bridge when Thurston shot his balls off, or we'd both be dead, stated Wallace. I've been a trooper for 10 years in this part of the world, but this is the first for me. I can't believe those two would admit how the accident actually happened, said Snyder. Upon being notified of the wreck, Lavina, Poole's wife, asked how many frogs the boys had caught and did anyone get them out of the truck.
Okay.
This is actually possible. You can use .22 cartridges as in old cars when they had these glass tubes with the metal thing on the ends. You can use rifle rounds for that, 22 LR rounds. And I saw them try this out in Mythbusters, and they managed to shoot the rounds by hitting them in a fuse thingy.
Hmm.
Shall we try this out in your truck, Marcus?
Good thing I don't have a truck.
Why? What kind of an American are you? Don't have a truck?
Right, I do not have a truck. Wow, how many does that take? Holds 8 nanite repair paste in that thing. Okay. Well, so I think I have room left to upgrade these guns. I think these guns are not as good as they could be. Hmm. 200mm autocannons are the upgrade. Okay, I'm gonna look at those. Ooh, those are kind of spendy.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Well, I still have plenty of power grid and CPU left over. 24 paste in the cargo for sure. That's what Vista says.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Yeah, I only put 8 in. I got 8 loaded in the armor repair and then 8 in the bay. Maybe I need more. Not sure. So, Cillian, Shamana, and Andy Fall, thank you for following. Welcome. By the way, a couple of drawings going on. Exclamation point enter will get you in one of the drawings, and then exclamation point ticket space 1 will get you in the other one. Both from Inventar Bounty Hunter starter packs, new accounts, and the just for the one that's free to enter, that's just the exclamation point enter, just got to be a follower. The other one uses your gold, which everybody gets 20 gold an hour for being here, and it uses 10 gold per ticket. You can buy more than one ticket if you want, but it only takes one to win. It's just like a lottery. Okay. So, got that cannon there. I don't know what kind of range. Wow, optimal range is at 1440. That's it? Wow. Let's see here. Used with. We got Barrage S and Hail S for the Tech 2. %25 reduced. Let's see here. Let's open these up in different windows. Oh, this thing is so dumb. My goodness. Can't stand it. Why can't I open this in another freaking window? There. Okay. So Hail has reduced optimal range. Attributes.
Rollers.
Range bonus negative 50% with Hail.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Well, let's just buy 1,000 of each and we'll put them in guns and see what happens. Oops.
If you have Tech 2 guns, just have both
Welcome
of them.
to the
Use Hail for
Dragons.
close range and the barrage for long range. You don't need anything else, just these two ammo types. You will either be engaging at long range, or you will be right down the throat, tackling them. So just take Hail and barrage, that's enough.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to choose, yeah. So basically, if someone kites you, you try to use a barrage. If you attack someone, then you use the Hail. At least that's how I play the Minmatar ships. Usually just take these two, or Republic Fleet EMP instead of the Hail, depending on the prices of the ammo. But for mission running, I use more types.
Yeah, I can see that for mission running and stuff.
Yeah, but with autocannons, it's the fall of range is. You can see the fall of range that they almost like cross each other. So.
Okay, so with Hail, it's 104 DPS, and optimal range is 720. It's very short.
Yeah, that's when you're on close and
wow, and then, gosh, barrage is 74 DPS. Optimal range is 1400.
Yes.
I mean, it doubles my optimal range, but what's the difference between 720 and 1400? I mean, come on.
Check the fall of range. You can shoot up to, what, 7 kilometers with a barrage. And with a Hail, it's shorter. So, the Minmatar, they have this huge fall of range thing on their ships. So you need to take that into consideration when choosing the Minmatar ammo. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but.
Yeah, and it's like 7,000 meters for Hail, and barrage is 13,000.
Yeah. So, if someone is orbiting you at 9 to be able to web you and not letting you any closer, you can still shoot them.
Right, okay.
So
I mean, I
mean,
can see why you would take a little bit of that.
yeah, but mostly if you want to be aggressive, you use the Hail.
Right. How many is in each one of these? 120. So that's 360. 720. Okay. Okay. Now I think that I can upgrade some of this stuff. Although, man, I don't get it. I mean, I'm not using my CPU, I'm not using all my power, but yet I still deplete in 22 seconds. That's not very good.
If you're not using.
Has to do with your cap.
Yeah, I mean, you only see how long your cap lasts with everything on, if I understand you correctly.
Right, right.
So if you turn off the afterburner, you can see if you can burn to someone, tackle him, and then sit on him and kill him without afterburner on. I think the afterburner is the one that, and also I think it shows the the capacitor consumption of the repair module without the paste.
Oh, really?
So
let's turn this off and see what it says here. Oh yeah, it all of a sudden becomes stable.
Yeah, if you turn, so it shows you the result if you had no paste in the.
Does it use paste as the charge? As the power?
Yes, until the paste is over.
Okay. Okay.
Then it switches over to your cap if you don't recharge it.
Okay.
But I'm not exactly sure if it recharges by itself. I've never used these, and I've used the ancillary, the shield ones also really limited. So.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it reloads it by itself or if it just empties out and then starts using the capacitor.
Well, I'm gonna have this thing worth 10 million by the time I'm done.
Yeah, because you're using fancier guns. I mean,
wow.
I can use Tech 2 guns and stuff on my ship, but yeah, it's
interesting. So max velocity with the limited 1 MN microwarp 1 is 2892, and when I put in a Tech 2 1 microwarp, it's the exact same speed.
You have to look at the drawback.
Okay.
I think the power grid and stuff is different, right? CPU.
Well, it is. It is. It's actually a little bit less with the Tech 1.
Maybe the signal radius multiplier.
So the CPU and power grid is actually more on the Tech 2. And so in the attributes here, capacitor capacity bonus, apparently there's more capacity bonus, negative 17% on the Tech 2 as opposed to negative 19% on Tech 1. Well, now, this is interesting. It says the max velocity bonus is 600% on the Tech 1 and 500% on the Tech 2. But why do they report different speeds? Or same speed? That doesn't make any sense to me. Unless there's some other offset here. Getting less capacitor drawback. The signature radius debuff is less on the Tech 2. Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. So you don't light it. You don't have
as big a signature.
Yeah. Can be really important.
Well, actually, signature radius bonus are 500% on both of these.
Really?
Yeah. So the activation cost is higher on the Tech 2. The capacitor capacity bonus is negative 2% less on the Tech 2. The maximum velocity is 600% on the Tech 1, 500% on the Tech 2. Signature radius bonus is 500% on both of them. Thrust is the same. Heat is the same. Overload is the same. Activation time duration is the same. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking that I should just stick with T1. I don't see the benefit here going Tech 2.
It's a difference in speed, 600 versus 500.
Well, that's what but look at this. If you're looking on the stream, and I've got the Tech 1 loaded, it says 2892 for the max velocity, and then I load the Tech 2, and it says 2892 for the max velocity. They are exactly the same. It doesn't make any sense to me unless it's not showing something properly.
No. That you have to be out of station. You can't activate it in station.
Well, I'm not activating it. It says max velocity on it.
You see.
That's the max.
Ship, Marcus. You need to go outside and test it there. It just shows the base speed of the ship. Yeah, the base speed of the ship is 429 or whatever I can't see. And then you multiply the percentage of the microwarp drive with that number.
Alright, so I will head out and I will look and see how fast I can get going.
Yes. And to see how effective it is in reality with the percentage number, you need to look at it on the ship. I think there are some skills that affect the speed boost of this module.
Hey, here we go. Let's see what happens. Probably I'm going to get blown up by some faction person sitting out here waiting for me.
Yes,
no doubt.
Of course. But this is a Galantia system, so...
Instant out.
I don't have an instant. I'm going to make one right now. Okay. So, I'm at 2891. With Tech 1. Hey, well, we're gonna go out and make a safe out here. So, may as well just keep going.
All right. Would you like a tip on making an Insta?
Sure.
Okay, so I don't know if you noticed when you left the station, and if you look at it from that angle that it's on the stream right now, you'll see that you're actually not coming directly out of the undock.
Correct.
Flagging.
So there is imagine from the undock that there is a funnel of a varying degree. I don't know what the degree is, but I bet it's 3 to 5%. That you could be anywhere in this cone, so the further out that you go, the more you have to align to get to that spot, right? There's an alignment, even with an Insta.
Okay.
So if your Insta is on one edge of this 5-degree arc, and you happen to launch in one occasion on the exact opposite 180-degree, potentially furthest away position, you would have to align between 6 and 10% before you could insta-warp.
Okay.
So sometimes you'll undock and instantly warp, and other times you'll see the ship align before it warps.
Mm-hmm.
The way to fix that is to adjust your ship so that you're in the center of that, so you have the least amount of variance in any given warp.
Okay.
So the way to do that is to turn the ship around backwards, zoom out so that you're behind the station.
Okay.
And then your camera, you'll see the trajectory of your ship based on your camera. You'll actually see your camera moving through the station, and you can adjust the direction of your... So turn it back around so that you're behind the ship, and then scroll way out so that the camera is actually behind the station.
Yeah, I can't even seem to find the back end of the station. Oh, there it is. Okay.
It's below you, yeah.
Okay.
So now zoom in just to the point where the camera's going to pass through the station.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, you can't get there.
Okay.
There you go, yeah. Now you'll see that you're up. If there's an up, you're up and to the right as you're passing through the station. That means you need to move your ship down and to the left to get into the center before you drop your bookmark.
Wow.
Welcome to the Dragons.
Okay, that's going to take a few tries.
How important is this on a frigate-sized ship?
It's a lot less on a frigate, but significantly, it can make. Do you see it right there? Right there, as it passed through, you could see that it wasn't going directly out of the exit.
Yeah.
Old bookmarks. They changed this a few patches ago, but it used to be everybody always went out exactly the same trajectory, and then they made this change. It was an unannounced change. It's subtle, but it makes a difference, especially in any kind of bigger ship. If you ever undock in a bigger ship and you need an Insta, you potentially still have an alignment issue before you can get out of the station.
Wait, well, I'll just stay on this one for now. I'll have to play with that later. I can see how this would be really good for my freighter. So, yeah. Which, by the way, should I just say to everybody that getting war decked yesterday on my on one of my accounts and needing to shed it, I did it in 5 minutes. So it 5 minutes work for 50 million is you know how much that cost them to do the war deck. So and what I don't know what it cost me, 5 million to redo a corp or something. I don't even remember.
1.3.
1.3. Okay. So the only thing I had was I had a corporate office and everything, and so it made me think about this because I had just set up one of my characters to be able to do a bunch of buying using corporate funds, and so I had all these buy orders out there that were corporate based, and which meant that they show up in market deliveries. I'd only bought 2 things. So I only had 2 places to go. Actually, I only had 1 place to go because the other one I said, screw it, I'm not going over there for no 500,000 disc or whatever. And so, yes, I know I'm 877 away. I'm going a little bit further. Thank you. Yes. And so, anyway, it was just very easy. And then thinking about all of my corporate assets and everything, if I had to do this again, you know, I'll just plan to not do certain things that would cause me to have to go out and pick up everything. So, and just the home office, all that does is just make it so that you have, you know, some shared spaces. Is there any other way to share spaces without being a corp? To share, you know, like inventory on something? Yeah, okay. So...
Can't you open corporate hangar and ship to fleet members?
Fleet, you could do that in space.
Yeah, in space.
Yeah, I don't want to be transferring a bunch of stuff in space, and sometimes sometimes the cargo is in the millions of M3, you know, millions of units. So...
Markee, time for me to go to work.
Okay, see you, bud. Thanks for hanging out.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you, Rolos.
I don't know how long he has to work, but I'm sure he'll be back in about 3 hours blowing stuff up. Because that's just Rolos.
I think it's a little over 3 hours.
Yeah. So, yes, I'm going far out here. And just to get some distance so that it's just really kind of incredible distance for people to have to figure out, you know, where I am for this Insta. So, you found a list of Faction Warfare Corps? Yes, well, we are a Faction Warfare Corp as well. So, if you need a good one to join, you can join us. got on both sides. The only thing is that if I see somebody who's in the Corp on the other side, I'm just going to leave them alone. I don't plan on attacking them. So I'll just, you know, egress from the fight. If they're part of the hogs. Which we have run into that a few times. So I'm gonna go out just a little bit further here and I'll make my bookmark. A 4AU insta out. That 4AU insta out must have taken you a couple of hours to fly that far. Let's see, do I have an insta location? Looks like we have some corporate locations. Bunch of safes. Okay. Hey, heading back in.
Warp drive active.
And we'll see. We'll try the other one. I wrote it down. It was 2891 was the speed.
Docking permission requested.
You went to work in the time the ship flew out. You come back and then you make your spot. That's pretty epic, dude. Okay, we'll put in the other micro warp here. And even though it says the same amount of speed and everything, so, and we're going to use the insta coming out, and then I'll kick it in. So here we go.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, look at that. It had to align a little bit. Okay. Well, that's a good example of what he was talking about. So, and I see what he's doing, and then there was also the tactical overlay, which kind of gives you a direction to know whether or not you are level. So, this is in fact the same speed. It's kind of crazy. So it almost looks like the Tech 1's going to be better. Yeah, yeah, so the Fry and all of us, I think you're exactly right that that there should be that you put on the tactical overlay, and so you can get one of your axis taken care of. So this is not skinned. What do I think of the Confessor? I run. So, yeah. No, the Confessor is a T2 Mar destroyer. No, I don't. I mean, I do run from that a little bit. I thought you were making. What is that? It was the other one. It's the coercer. I forget what the other one is. The Tech 3. Coercer? No. Darn, I don't remember what the one was. Okay. So I'm about to make a second bookmark out here, just so that I can have a second one in case I think I need it. %2 more cap, costs 14 less per cycle. It's a spreadsheet toss-up. Yeah. And I am stable, by the way, either one of these. Even though it says I deplete in 22 seconds, as soon as I turn off the armor repairer, does that. And so it's my understanding that if I activate the armor repairer, that my cap's still not going to go down unless I run out of paste. Confessor is a tactical destroyer. You can change modes. But it's... Yeah, I thought it was T3. Is it... I have it on my list here as T2, and it must be wrong. Is that right? The Confessor is the Amar. See, there's my list here. And I was allowing people to edit, and then people went ape shit on it. And did I just cuss? Damn. I'm gonna give everybody 5. People went ape on it, and I don't know, maybe people changed it. So I thought that was T3. I'll change that to a T3. So everybody just got 5 gold added to them. It's a swear jar. Make sure you turn off the auto reload on the rep. Really? Is there a... How do you turn off auto reload on something like that, and why would I want to turn that off? Because I'll want to go to using cap instead if it runs out?
It requires time to reload. So if it's on manual, if it's on auto reload, it will stop repping to reload itself and then start repping again. Instead, you finish out the paste, and when you're long into the fight, and then you will you use the cap for the rest instead of being completely vulnerable for the reloading amount of time.
And how would you change the status of that?
For that, I have no idea. Probably.
Maybe I click on the. Here we go.
The module?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it in, not in the module itself, but in my next to my capacitor. So set auto reload off. Okay. There we go. Set auto repeat off. No, I want auto repeat on. I want it to keep going. I just don't want it to reload. So, okay. I wonder if I have to do that every time, or if it'll remember my setting for that for the ship. I do not know. Alright, so hey, I'll show all of you what that was here. So here it is. And so here it is. I'm right-clicking on it, and I changed this. Set auto reload. It did say off. I clicked on it, and now it's on. And so basically it's off. And so I think that's probably pretty good. Yeah, we need to see if it uses cap, because there's talk that it uses cap and that it doesn't. Let me
just take out set and try it.
Yep, I'm doing it right now. And okay. I just wanted to save this fit first. And okay, so I've got about 3/4 cap here left. I'll show this so everybody can see it. So I'm gonna turn on the armor repair, even though I don't need armor repair, but I think it'll run anyway. Okay, it's running. It did use some cap to start it. And yeah, oh no. So Thor, you were not right on this, unfortunately.
No, I thought it worked just exactly like the shield one.
What they're saying is that it'll, with the paste, it'll repair like 3 times as much as without. And so now I'm out of cap almost instantly. This isn't gonna work.
Nope.
I'm glad I tried it. I mean, I would have been dead. Holy cow!
Dead anyways. But I thought it worked like the ancillary shield booster that you put the one you put the coupling charge things into.
Yeah. So.
And maybe it works this way because you can have so much repair paste, but with the capacitor boosters, you can only have like a very limited amount of them inside your cargo hold because they're so huge.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see what else there is available in here to do this. I got to figure out a little bit better on the power here. Because literally, running the micro warp and the paste, I mean, it's not good.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Okay. Well, this is fun, though. I mean, I don't know if you guys realize this, but, you know, this is theory crafting, and this is actually one of the things that a lot of people really enjoy with the game. Figuring this stuff out, getting every ounce out of this. Let's see here. I wonder, gosh, I'd hate to take out part of my armor so that I can get more armor wrap. You know, because I have like my adaptive nanoplating in here.
Yeah, on this thing, I would say that you almost need an armor wrap because if your armor is your buffer, then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you lose that, you're basically dead.
I mean, I can turn off my micro warp. Gosh, I wonder if. See, the micro warp is going to be part of the beauty of this thing, is to be able to actually move fast, but maybe I should look at an afterburner.
I mean, if you warp scramble someone and weapon, you don't need the micro warp drive on.
Right.
So how long does the cap last with the wrap on and the micro warp drive off?
Okay, I'm going to find that out. So let me put a little bit more paste in. And reload that. Okay, we'll undock here.
Isn't it enough to turn off the micro warp drive module in the fitting window to see the changes to the cap?
Oh, might be. But
warp drive active.
Right. So. Well, I'm out here, so I'm just going to try it. And so I basically will just be under normal propulsion. But I really need to okay, so in a real world situation like this, if I'm turning off the micro warp and I'm engaging my my armor wrap, I'm at the same time going to have my other stuff on here. So I'm going to have my peripheral damage system on, no doubt.
The guns don't take cap.
Okay.
But
so
the tackling module do. So
okay.
I think you can only see it in station by deactivating the microwave drive on the ship while in the fitting window.
I wonder if these take any cap with. No, they're just sitting ready.
They're just sitting ready. They won't use cap until they activate.
Okay, well, I'm going to
Until you see
activate the armor repair and just see if this will drain the cap on its own. It takes almost a quarter of it just to turn on. Yeah, this isn't very good.
No, you are never gonna be cap stable with this thing on. I mean, the shield booster I have drains out the cap in. With everything on, I am out of cap in 50 seconds.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm down to 25% now in 8 cycles of it. Oh, I hear somebody at my door. Okay.
Yeah, but like I say.
Now hold on, I got somebody at my door. I'll be right back.
Warp drive active.
Darn telephone or not telephone solicitors, door to door. They can't see when you run into the neighborhood. It says no soliciting anywhere in the entire neighborhood. They miss it every time. I need to put a camera out there so that I can just ignore the front door. We'll be like, oh, it looks like a salesman. Okay, I'm just not answering.
No, you should rather put a sprinkler and the camera. So,
oh, sweet! Wouldn't that make some great video?
Yeah. So you look at the camera. Ah, I don't want to talk to that one.
And then we can have something that audibly says, "Didn't you see the no soliciting sign? Scram!" And then if they just stand around going, did you hear that? Then I can turn on the sprinkler and spray them. That would be great.
Yes, that would be excellent.
Yes. Okay, so I used up the repair paste on that.
Yeah.
We'll turn it off.
What would you spray them with?
I would just spray them with water. Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Nothing
no.
nasty to attract insects.
Yeah. No. Let's spray them with Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, no, then you'll probably get sued. So.
Probably. I'd probably get sued just spraying them with water.
Yeah, probably. You just say it was an accident, just broken water pipe or something.
Wow. So even with the micro warp off, it depletes in 1 minute 13 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I deplete mine in 50 seconds. With,
I can't fight nobody in 22 seconds. You know?
No, yeah, it's called capacitor management. You fly towards them, you tackle them, turn off your micro warp drive. Then you let them get a little bit into your armor. Then you turn it on, and you have to have it always a little bit unrepaired. So you need to manage the repairs to save cap. That's how I survived the first fight. I mean, you guys were with the preacher. When he was shooting me, I had to turn off and turn on, and turn off and turn on.
I'm saying
my shield booster to preserve the capacitor.
Well, in practice, I don't know how much it's gonna work.
No, I mean, you can just as well take the wrap out and go with a buffer tank and hope for the best.
Okay, so maybe I can add a NOS on it. And then maybe I could get some vampire action going on there and last a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's a possibility if you can fit that module.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see here. Let me look it up. Looks like I do not have, not trained for that, so. And the NOS here, it's energy vampire, so it actually transfers.
But if his cap's almost empty, it will just, it kind of equalizes the caps between the ships. So if the other ship has almost no cap, you almost get no cap.
Right. Okay, we'll buy one of these and try it. Well, it fits. Doesn't say it's gonna deplete any faster.
No, this one that doesn't use capacitor. Range capacitor, or equalizes the capacitors of the engaging ships.
Hey, I like this setup. It's only 104 DPS. I don't know. It seems so low.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe just because it's a tech one. And I'm.
No, it's yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I have 148 DPS on my tech one.
Rifter, or
no, the Merlin with the blasters.
Mm-hmm.
But I have. You have no damage increasing modules. I have 3 magnetic field stabilizers on mine to increase the damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm less damage, more defense.
Yeah, so. But yeah, my defense is in my mid slots.
So Firebrim says downsize my guns. The loss in DPS is usually pretty minimal. But let's see here. You were saying though that the guns don't use cap.
These guns, no. Yeah, just check info and check activation cost.
Yeah, so they don't appear to use cap.
Nope. While my guns, the blasters take a fair amount of my cap.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I'm running Hail S. Alright, well I'm gonna save this fit and yeah, I think go ahead. Well, Misha. Hey, well, I shall save this and delete the old one here. If any of you are wondering what those numbers are, it's the date. So, because I might have multiple fits that I'm working on for one thing, and I'll keep a couple revisions sometimes so I can revert back if something else was working better. This one, it's like no cost to put in the NOS, so. So I do have Barrage and Hail in here. You guys say for long range, oh my gosh, it gives me 13k instead of 7.
It can be the difference between.
If I'm getting kited, I'll reload with that and do my best with it. But I suspect that even at that, you know, with one of my other setups, I'm able to kite at 24. Actually, I set it at 19 because I go so fast that when I'm, you know, orbiting, I fly out faster than that, or further. But I'm able to keep on them at that, and they can't catch up. So. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna go out and try this. And I think I'll just go out and hit some rats first and just see how that how it feels. One of my instas here.
Warp drive active.
I have bumped coming out of there. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Use faction for other frigates.
Use faction.
Yeah, the Fry and all of us in chat saying that T2 is for damage and that for shooting up other frigates that I should use faction.
Yeah, like I said, some people use Republic Fleet EMP for close range fighting.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, maybe I should have brought some of that with me, but try this.
Warp drive active.
I'll be able to get a little bit of a taste of it, just finding some rats. Where did I just go to here? Like is okay. Apparently I went to a customs office. This isn't where I was trying to go.
Warp drive active.
Must have hit the wrong thing. You know, you are in a corp. You'll be in just an NPC corp. Okay, well, apparently there's no rats.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Okay, again, no rats. What is this? Care Bear Land?
Warp drive active.
I'm in a 1.0 system. Are there like no rats in a 1.0 system?
Nope.
Okay, well that's why I can't find any rats. Okay.
Warp drive active.
Learned something else new today. 0.8 or lower. Hey. Well, I don't know what the rating is of this next one, but we'll see here.
Warp drive active.
I'm in 0.8 now.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one more. There, I found one. Optimal range is 720, so 500. Okay, well, not sure how much practical experience I got out of that. He blew up almost instantly. He has a hornet. Hey, let's look at a map here. So apparently everything here is Care Bear, really safe.
Yeah, there's only one way to figure out how this fit works.
Right. Okay. I know what the answer is.
I can link you a system if you want to. It's relatively quiet, even though it's full of people.
I got one. I'm gonna go.
You can throw the link in for me. I'll come out there. Something to do.
Yeah, I tossed in Fleet.
You did? Where's...
13 jumps away.
Is that it? What territory is that in? Galante?
Kaltari. No, it's Galante. It's Galante.
Wait, I'm going over to the other side. So,
Okay.
yeah,
Warp
I'm just
drive
gonna...
active.
I just want to see what it looks like over here too. So that's the it's a Mars space.
Yeah. I mean, you can if that's more peaceful and no people, then I might relocate.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll find out.
Yeah.
You'll see whether I blow up or not.
When you blow up.
When I blow up. Yes, you're gonna see when I blow up.
Yeah, I mean, there's in the system I am in, there are 20 up to 40 people at a time, so. And it's getting more busy by the looks of it.
Yeah, this time of day it starts really heating up in faction warfare. You can always make more earlier, like right after server up.
Yeah. That's why I often change over to other games at this hour. Around this hour. Now everyone's eating their food. And everything's getting busy.
So, Sora, was it you that was saying that you play World of Tanks?
Yep.
You play on the European server, I assume.
Yep. I also have an I also have an account in Tanks on the US server, and I think I'm even in the Markee Dragon clan on the US server. Now this fills up with red blinking.
Markee hasn't played World of Tanks in a very long time.
Yeah.
I play on the NA server.
Yeah, like I said, I have an account on the NA server, and I'm in the Markee Dragon clan there.
I have an account on the EU server too, but it's got like all low-end tanks. I heard a rumor that they were going to make it so that you could pick which server you wanted to go on and everything would go with you. And you could